Here is a look at your gap and go trades for the week of October 13th through the 17th. I will go over price targets on the 5-minute time frame, have a gap recap from October 6th through the 10th, and update the chart as well. Hi everyone, it's Dow on the Dow. First up is Rivn. As you can see, we are going down and pretty much everything is down right now because of what happened on Friday, October the 10th. China imposed restrictions on exporting rare earth minerals. Trump turned around and said, now we are going to tariff China 100%. So the trade wars are heating right back up again, and we are paying for it. So speaking of paying for it, Rivn, we ended the day at $12.80, down 2.22%. Now, this is where we are at 12.80. To the north side takes us to 12.95, 13.04, 13.14. To the south side, one level of support and a potential buy-in area and a potential stop-loss area takes us to 12.59. Below that, 12.49, and another place to put a stop-loss, 12.41. Looking left, you can see where your sell signals were here, all along here, this line, and here, as well as at 3SD. This is your potential buy-in signal, buy-in signal, that's right. And then from there was a bounce off of support. And this is a bounce off of support and here as well. But overall, we are in a downward channel on the 5. Obviously, you're going to get your bounces when we hit any area along this line, and then it's going to sell off again until there is a reversal. Now, all I'm looking at is from this period to this period, and by the end of the week, the middle of the trend could land at 1188, 1207, 1216, and roughly 1225. And below that, 1171, 1161, and 1152. Okay, let's go to the next one. Oh, no, one other thing. Watch out for this landmine to the south side, and we could touch it unless we wick down that far by Friday, October 17th. And to the north side, there is a gap here that will take us to 1458. Not in the channel, not in the zone, not even close, but just something to be aware of whenever we finally reverse course. But this is just happening right now, so this it needs time to play out because Trump is going to meet with the president of China in 2 weeks, so that is canceled. You know, if you are into socialism or communism, you really should be made to live in Cuba, China, anywhere there used to be a dictator and see how it feels. Then I think you'll change your mind very quickly. It's ridiculous. I don't know why anybody would want to live in a socialist, communist country. Is it because you're lazy? You don't want to work? You want to be handed things? I just don't understand that. Okay, I just work so hard and I just don't understand that mentality. All right. To the north side from Boeing, Boeing's middle of the trend is right about there. Let me mark that out. That is very close to a line I've already marked out. I'll get to that in a second. Resistance, 219.08, 222.07, 224.99. To the south side, support, potential buy-in area, potential stop-loss area, 207.48, 204.63, and 201.64. Watch out for the landmines here and here. And 183.09, for another potential leg down. For the leg up, where, oh, it's way up here. Not in the channel, not in the zone, not even close. 248.85. And what else do I want? Oh, do I want to clean up anything? No, I think I've cleaned up this chart pretty well. Oh, I want to get rid of that one line that is so close to the middle of the trend. It's this line right here. And that takes us back to Monday, July 7th, 2025. I marked that out, so I will delete that because it's just too close to where my current one is. See, I just deleted it. It was up here. I don't need any of these lines. Those are lines I marked out as middle of the trend lines that now turn into either support or resistance. Resistance on the way up, support on the way down. Nike. Here's your pullback. 65.22 to the north side. Middle of the trend will be this line. 66.29. And I should only just go out 2 standard deviations because this will get recalculated and then typically fit nicely within 2 and -2. So these are the outliers, and that's potential down the road. But I'll just give it to you for giggles. 68.29. Don't hold your breath. 68.90. That is at some other future point. 65, 64.35, and 63.69. And this line is very close to another line I marked. So why don't I just delete that and that. I can't even pull it back anymore. I'll look at this on the daily chart and delete it later. But looking from last week, from this period to this period, this gap closed right here on Tuesday the 7th, taking us down to 70.02, delete. This gap closed and it touched right there. 74.28, delete. This tiny gap closed. You have to extend this because I can't. 71.18. And oops. And 71.09, although I forgot to turn that one green, but that's okay. We've got a gap all the way up here, moving farther away from it, not even close, but this is getting closer, as well as this one. That we could safely touch by Wednesday if we don't do it on Monday with a wick down. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, now let me find out where this is by going to the 15-minute and see if that will pull back. As you can see, I've marked this out for a long time now. That opened up on March 24 of 2025. So I will delete that again because it's just too close. Delete. Oh wait, oh yeah, wait a minute. No, the middle of the trend is not here. What am I doing? The middle of the trend is there. Let me just redo this. Option, oops, Command Z. There. You're probably watching this and thinking, what the heck is she doing? when I was deleting this. No, it's up here. That's Nike. What am I doing? I got distracted maybe. Okay, that is the middle of the trend line. And this is close to it, so I could delete this one, which I only marked out 2 weeks ago. Why don't I just delete it? Who cares? All right. Next one. Tsly. Oh boy, I bought some, and then it also tanked. I own all of these shares down in the hot pink. And then I am also in it on the hot pink to the north side. But overall, I'm still making money with this ticker, even though I'm starting to bleed out, going down. All right, what is happening? First, let's give you some price targets. Again, this is why it's so important if you don't have a big account to set your stop losses. Okay, that is 814. Is now the middle of the trend, and I'm going to delete last week's because it was very close. We didn't move very far. Delete. All right. Resistance. 869. Don't hold your breath. 897 and 919. To the south side. Support. 759. 730. 703, 704. This is a gap to the downside. And it starts here at roughly 762. All right, looking left, we have this gap that touched, opened up out of the gate, and touched on Tuesday the 7th. Then we had this gap at 848, close out on Friday, delete 848. All right, and we've got gaps to the north side here. Not in the channel, not in the zone, not even close. Okay, this is your buy signal, your sell signal going down here. Look how it respected this line, bounced right off of that. That's resistance, and crawling down here. All right, and finally, NEO. Option R. This one